2 goals so far this season.
Wellington football teams like
just a little too high for Matt Miller. He couldn't strain the neck muscles enough.
The conductor, isn't he? He's just missing the
start for Newcastle, worrying signs for Brisbane.
last team at that time.
Face of it. Just kicked off, of course, but a point for Sydney.
An update
Given the
from
circumstances,
what was going
would be
on.
a bad result.
And
here's
Brisbane
David
coach
Ball.
Robbie Fowler
Set nicely for him.
as advertising for him. Foxtel padding down there.
Cross Philip Curto.
Still right idea, so he's kicked them out of the way. Fourth official said, "What are you doing?"
Wangle.
He said, "I just need a bit of space to breathe."
Carry on, and you can't blame Ball for instinctively shooting on the
Still
actually
padding that's been causing him a few
I was
issues.
expecting to at least force a save there.
FC here. Ninkovic, so close.
Across the keeper.
It's an injury concern
Safety from the western viewpoint.
for his captain here. So that's the last thing the stadium for Robbie Fowler needs. Bamboozled Delbridge to earn that penalty that was not converted by Adam Lafondra.
Gets to attack. Kakachi stands him up with ease.
Got Neville over for a little pep talk at the moment. And will Aldred be able to continue here? Maybe an adductor issue.
In stature playing against one of his heroes today in Alessandro Diamanti. From his heritage, of course, Kakachi. Here is the Italian.
If you're chasing the game out, you do your coaching. You're Robbie Fowler. Are you thinking Aldred is part of the back 5/back 3 with the 2 wing backs? We're going to change it up here, bring the Saka on, bring O'Donovan on and go for it. And go to a back 4. What do you think?
Diamanti
Well, it's only really early in the second half.
Trying to get his team out of this.
As I don't think they were.
Incredible technique.
You would say they were poor in the first half. They controlled a lot of the game. It's just that at least third, they've been limited to shots from around the box. Apart from the odd occasion. It looks like they're doing a straight shot for a defender, and Aldridge coming off.
Young Isaac Powell getting the call. Still 17 years of age, part of that Joey squad for Ursus in the World Cup.
United have got to just
Under 17s level. Deflected out on Galloway. Start that second half. Scott Neville. So they could make the change rather than play with 10 men for a while. Just again here. And Fagasi's going to get the old clear. Gurtex hits it. He'll come on, naturally left-sided player, and maybe they got more balance now. Taking over the court's responsibility as well.
That's a good play.
Agility's in that left wing-back role. So well through the youth team.
Forced Western out again, and Astro lets it all off with a 4 times.
Flowing dreadlocks, the flowing dreadlocks that sometimes make me forget who he is sometimes. I remember them flowing well up and down that sideline for the youth team when they won that competition.
In the A-League to the other end of the
statistical anomalies of the A-League. It's a fixture that the away team always wins that one.
Defensively,
Continues to do to the desperate need of a result.
When you haven't got ball kids and you're playing
Top of the table
in a Sunday league in Melbourne City, when they're going out to play like that, as Berlanti delivers a course in the A-League today. Newcastle, Brisbane, later. 3 city players. Statistical anomalies of the A-League. It's a fixture that the away team always wins. Continues to do the desperate need of a result. comes over by Bóng as well.
The table clash between City and Liverpool City. Again, the A-League to Brisbane later, making statistical anomalies of widely pushed legs. The away team always wins. This continues to
Here he's got bowls the pace.
Flying through on the greasy surface. Then away from Fergate.
Reading it well, at least. Just stumped his toe a little bit on that pass, so it took a little while longer to get to Hoffman. Made it work for Petratos. And Dimmy, I'm sure he's trying to flash that across the face, but a long way off from the
Good forward run, lovely ball. Tossi, I think he's trying to fire that across the 6 yards. He had the two running in the box.
Devlin
Just couldn't wrap that foot around it.
Villa
Just stretching for it.
drive through a space that wasn't ready there. David Ball likewise.
With Denny, it's always an option. He loves to score. He was trying to fire that across.
Lancey picking the right pass against the striker. Would you advise that, or would you say dink it and stay area and earn a corner? Jukovic
On that one, I think if he could get his foot around it, hard and low, just inside that 6 yard. Occasionally, defender might stick a foot out, pace of the ball might take it in the net. You're not going to get there.
the quick feed pulls it back, and Lancey reacting. Bratton
Here's Barisha.
take it away. Hoffman
Real excited goal potentially.
is saying that Hoffman made the most of that, forcing goal backwards because there was the potential. There was no advantage. Copy through it, so Jukovic tried something extravagant. Took a dive there, essentially.
Yeah, thanks, Speedy. Message simple from Eric Monberg. Calm at half-time, just move the ball quicker, move them around.
Just like to let the game flow.
You're playing against them, the
Iranian
in the
referee.
second half. 2 minutes left to Ballarat. This is cool. Did you mention, Speedy, Jukovic was moving very well.
Been so close to getting the World Cup on.
Sacrifice this time.
Towards the squeeze it in.
Not a good defensive
touch on the way through as well. What's that goal down?
Blocked by the defence. Burgess. No direction.
And they've had enough chances, really. They've already redone this. Scott McDonald, one already forced to say. There's no idea. It's like
he was serving up in volleyball there at the end of it all. Knew he was going to get the whistle. Oh, Atkinson across the face. Desperation. Defending by Miller.
Meantime, Western United are short.
We found the needs. Barbarousis, but he was running back into Parias. He will defend the corner from the assistant.
Kakachi stands him up with ease.
Got Neville over for a little pep talk at the moment. Aldred be able to continue. Maybe an adductor issue.
Very good stature playing against one of his heroes today in Alessandro Diamante.
Region, which is
The
not
heritage,
good.
of course, Kakachi. Here is the Italian. If you do, amazing take that one.
You do your Robbie Fowler. Are you thinking Aldred is part of the back five / back three with the two wing backs? We're going to change it up here, bring an attacker on, bring O'Donovan on and go for it.
To me, this is
what do you think?
Diamante type.
It's only really early in the second half.
Trying to get his team out of this.
As I said, I don't think they were
Incredible technique.
You would say they were poor in the first half. They controlled a lot of the game. It's just that final third that they really been limited to shots from around the box. Apart from the odd occasion.
I don't know where Bendigo is from here.
It looks like they're doing a straight swap for a defender, and Aldridge coming off.
Young Isaac Powell getting the call. Still 17 years of age, part of that Joey squad. He tempted in the World Cup. Recently, under 17s level. He's predominantly a left foot. Scott Neville, that's why Robbie Fowler
Chelsea too.
slowed it right down so they could make this change rather than play with 10 men for a while.
Burgess again. The ball was in the air at the time.
And Pagani's going to get the all clear. So he'll come on, naturally left-sided player, and maybe they got more balance now anyway.
The door.
Yeah, they moved into that central role, and
It's frustrating. Passage of play for set it up
Powell's
nicely. Wellington
abilities in that
tracked it again.
left wing back role done so well through the youth team.
Forced Western out again, and Astro lets it all off with a
The flowing dreadlocks, Speedy, the flowing dreadlocks that sometimes make me forget who he is sometimes. I remember them flowing well up and down that sideline for the youth team when they won that competition.
In the A-League today, Newcastle, Brisbane,
To raise money for charity.
statistical anomalies of the A-League. It's fixture that the away team always wins that one.
defensively.
Force continues to desperately need a result. Tomorrow it's that top of the table clash between Sydney and Melbourne City. It's being given hurry up as the Mariners. The double header, of course, in the A-League today. Newcastle, Brisbane later. Those statistical anomalies of the A-League. It's a fixture that the away team always wins. Continues to desperately need a result.
Over by Barnes as well.
Top of the table clash
Flying through on the greasy surface. Getting away from the third gate.
Reading it well. Stumped his toe a little bit on that pass, so it took a little while longer to get to Hoffman. Made it work for Petratos. And Jimmy, I'm sure he's trying to flash that across the face, but a long way off to me. Rain explosion by not giving that penalty in the Newcastle.
Good forward run, a lovely ball.
Pretty big game to come back.
I think he's trying to fire that across the 6 yards. He had the two runners in the box.
Devlin
Just couldn't wrap that foot around it.
Villa.
A lot of eyes on this game.
Stretching for it.
Right through a space that wasn't really there. David Ball likewise.
With Denny, it's always an option. He loves to score, but
Tim Payne here.
he was trying to fire that across.
Carried out
And if
toward the
you're the
right-hand
striker in the
side.
middle, would you advise that, or would you say dink it and get it aerial?
On that one, I think if he could get his foot around it, hard and low, just inside that 6 yard. Occasion a defender might stick a foot out, the pace of the ball might take it in the net if you're not going to get there.
Ball hit this city. Moved to the United States at the age of 9.
Here's Barisha. Real sight of goal potentially.
Actually saying that Hoffman made the most of that.
Top goal scorer.
There was no advantage. Hoffman through it, saying took a dive there, essentially with the ref. Now, a minimal contact. Interesting matchup as well. Another subplot heading into this one. Those two who traded places in the off-season. Just like to let the game flow. Iranian referee.
20 minutes left in Ballarat.
Probably the
Castro, Burgess.
Been so close to getting last year's World Cup final.
Away from Fugati this time.
Standing was playing that
Towards the post. Payne. Not a good defensive header. It's Diamante. Blocked by the defence of Burgess. There's no direction.
Well, they've had enough chances, really. He's already replayed the Scott McDonald run he forced to save. There's that other excellent save on the
Defeat of Petratos, who was like he was serving up in volleyball there at the end of it all. He was going to get the whistle for 10 games when he returned from
Mr. Burgess, who blazes away.
helping him on to
Took the ball at chances on the heels as he did.
Western players ended up making a look completely capable of hitting the target there, if not scoring. To shoot so wide just shows how anxious perhaps Western United are getting.
Brisbane looking to find something in front of goal.
Here's the busy Renault Discopo.
Yet right the headlines.
David Ball on the right. Only McCowan to the penalty area. Joined out by De
Great
Villa.
run made. And a better ball would have put the youngster through. One-on-one with Glenn Moss there. Since the last game.
Again, a good run from Muradovic. Just coming off the shoulder of the centre back and making those little darting runs in behind. And a weighted ball just a little bit off it.
There was a big passage there, wasn't there, between the centre halves. It was a pass that didn't need to be overhit like that.
That was just one to just roll in front of him. Which is quite greasy. They water the pitch and players like it that way in the night games.
Easily broken up by the Phoenix.
Bowles has been walking a tightrope at times. Goes into the book for that one.
Shot down effectively by Castro.
Yellow card apiece. Jason Hoffman to the Jets.
The German wants the foul.
For that effort.
This time it's done a good job of getting outside it over.
Good speed. Teammates in the middle. It's struggling to keep up with him.
He was going a couple of years back. Hamburg, one of the great old clubs of the Bundesliga, got relegated. Final day of 17-18. He played in that game. Real traumatic moment for
Neil doing it all right now for Brisbane.
true heavyweights of German football.
He turned it over and he tapped on the shorts of Langwa. the ball for Barbarouses, who haven't taken him in stride.
A few players now, little niggly challenges in there, a few pulled shirts. You can see frustration starting to come in from both players.
McDonald.
You mentioned, Speedy, this referee loves to let the game flow.
Got away from him, the Italian. West United quickly back on the ball though. Torres. Good first touch by Diamante, but it's a shot with his weaker right foot and it's wide again.
It's already forced to make a change.
The Diamante figures heavily.
Their captain,
This Western comeback, if it's to be such. The area to receive the ball.
Jackson
He forced his way inside the danger zone then.
Won quite considerably.
On the jet.
As well, because
the scoring on this date. He did it in the Liverpool-Manchester City fixture twice for both of these clubs on December 28th.
They played excellently, but the goal for Western is just to come, changes everything in those moments
As well, that match wasn't quite the same in Fowler's day. O'Neill, that was cynical and great refereeing. Topple Stanley with a deliberate handball there, and he goes straight into the book. That pass was bound for a Brisbane Roar player, and there's an argument here from Hayden O'Neill saying he's not quite going to get the red for his blocks.
Brilliantly clutching his straws there. Thomas Stanley.
Really crucial piece of
See the danger, threw himself out.
Injured
Let that trailing arm, tried to get up and run away with all his years of experience and pretend that it was a complete accident.
There's a big reason to know aware of
Had that other defender not been there, and he was the last man, then maybe it's a
Different story.
And I think more sportingly, the ref called time for drinks.
Opportune moment, perhaps, to take a breather. Ruben's got plenty to think about.
Topple Stanley in this one.
Into the last quarter of an hour here in Ballarat. His team has pushed and pushed, but really
As well. Gillespie
able to play sustained pressure on Marinovic's goal.
Double ricochet as Pepper had an opportunity
Here in the background, the attendance has just gone up on the big screen. 5,084, just to repeat that figure. But the stats that matter in terms of the scoreboard are these two goals, Andy
People will be
Harper.
disappointed in that. It's a free header.
First goal, which was a
Managed to ghost in between two defenders.
Western United possession, which
He
they
headed it
turned
down onto
over.
his own arm.
And ball on the balance of play throughout the season certainly deserves that goal. And then again, the game turned on a period of real dominance for Western United, but linking in two strong This is brilliant.
Yellow card
Just lining up the whole midfield and driving the ball in. And from there, because of that positivity, a favourable bounce from McGowan, who was in the right place at the right time with a very sharp finish. They'd look great, Wellington.
And this is what it will mean if it stays this way.
On the Brisbane bench,
Wellington will
Fowler
return to the top six at the expense of Western Sydney Wanderers.
Another change.
Winners in that dramatic game yesterday against Adelaide. And Western United would miss the chance to leapfrog Melbourne City into second.
It's Brad Inman that's got the call.
Started to bunch up a little bit in positions.
Story that Marco Monteverde will be getting on top of. Why Roy O'Donovan missed out today. The
Probably thinking just give me one chance.
scribe for the Courier Mail reporting on tonight's game.
And more problems looming potentially for Western United as they prepare their first change.
On why O'Donovan hasn't played in the first
It's the end of the section for
beyond New Year's Eve. No look pass from Gillespie and it shows.
Breno Piscopo struggling to see in the glare.
It's running it out of play.
The daylight, which number have been held up. It's Piscopo, and he has been excellent
Hoffman was
today.
expecting him to play it early and
Playing good assist
ran too
for
closely and ran out of space.
Part of a front four, which now includes Hooper, Andy, that has a bit of everything, doesn't it? Trickery, speed,
Combining two of those National Youth League Grand Final
qualities in the
winners.
shape
And
of
the
David
understanding
Ball.
is
Gary Hooper is a proven goal scorer.
And over here by Maratia, who throws his head back in frustration. Allowed Jackson to get across pretty comfortably.
is really
Former Brisbane player himself, Lockie Jackson. 3 appearances before making the switch.
Into his tries, but Harley has brought these individuals through and together magnificently to this point of the season.
Pepper wrapping around, honours that run. Delivery on his left, he never looked confident.
One of those hoping to be in Tokyo in 2020 with
Great
the Ollie
wraparound run
Roos.
from Pepper, great idea.
Well, he did represent
Isolated
the Italian
defender, 1v1,
junior
2v1, sorry.
With his
Looking
heritage.
for him to place that across between the penalty and the 6 yard, but
His work is done. Western United's just beginning. Here's Dylan Farias. Gets away from ball.
Getting some instructions out there.
Useful cross away by Taylor.
No real need for him to go to his bench yet, is there?
Perhaps got in each other's way a little bit.
At the moment,
City from side to
just
side.
quite comfortable.
When you look at this Wellington team,
Half chances,
as
as
you mentioned,
that would really have any merit worry too
for
much.
the last 3 games.
Cycling via Bratton. Good looking off.
Talking about Joe Jordan.
Gillespie, the assistant with the flag,
it just goes to show
they thought they were away and there'd been some friendly fire. 2 Raw players wiped out.
Bigger opponents, they're just clever players.
He's guessed that one through bodies that the ball did cross. Good across in time and concedes another corner.
Well, they're the happiest people inside the stadium at the moment.
Right out and a half away from the trouble at the MCG, so that was
Just rotating his position, he's dropping into that space at line around leaves, and it gives
Made the right decision, haven't they?
definitely so.
a decision whether to go
I'm
in
really
there.
enjoying their team. Why not? This is as good a Wellington
Plenty of practice early on for Balnyohan.
product as we've seen.
Firing the right delivery here.
They've had finals teams before, which have excited us, but this is really developing nicely.
Losing streaks. Lost 3 on the bounce. There's been a couple.
But argue they've got the real
Hal's been lively since getting his chance. Kick out of the down.
slightly different spelling, of course.
Time for Brisbane's second change.
The next question is, we are actually watching the only 2 teams in the league now failed to win a trophy in the A-League era. That's understandable, of course, from Wellington's point of view, or Western United as they've always played outside. It's Ulysses de Villa. Back to Diaz. The Mexican seals all 3 points with 10 minutes to go.
Well, I was really impressed
Puts
with
the cap on a really,
when he was
really
first on the scene
professional
in the
display
pre-season
by the
in the
Wellington
FA Cup,
Phoenix.
scoring goals and combining well. Right up as the season started.
Right fullback Dylan Farias
This evening, John.
dragging his heels and keeping onside. You watch this guy
into this game and
it's still
create
7 days since you missed from 2 yards last week against Sydney. There's Farias at number 5. Keeping Davila onside.
Letting plenty go
Never
there.
in a month of Sunday did you ever conceive he was going to miss this. He just set it up beautifully.
No whistle.
There was a needle to be threaded, and that's what his left foot does. Fantastic find for Wellington Phoenix. Great contributor to the A-League.
Recoveries
And maybe that's the nail in the coffin for Western United here at Ballarat. Never in doubt this. No freezing, no anxiety, just a job to do and then slot the ball, and Davila does it beautifully.
His 8th goal of the season
Possible 18.
for Wellington Phoenix, and isn't he a joy to watch?
In the last couple of years. On course for another 3 points.
People from New South Wales,
Unless Brisbane can turn it around
all
here.
Victorians Mexicans, but it is a real Mexican who has set the seal on this
Marty
excellent
Holloway
display.
interested by this ball. Brings it
Wellington
down.
as they make their second change. Tim Payne has played his part. Takes his lead. T. Hudson Wahongi.
That's what he's doing for
Just his second appearance for the club.
Big, strong play. You can see
the line. Great ball.
strength in the tussle. He needs his players around him
Too quick to get over the top.
to really anticipate the knockdown.
He's about to make when
He'll have faith in himself that he can win those headers. He's looking to just push them down for someone to get on the strike on.
Of course, now they're only just starting like the A-League. Could Wellington actually lift the silver on this season?
Combo like that.
Beyond the realms of possibilities.
Is it tough to know how far apart to be from the knockdown?
It comes from experience. Sometimes you have players that you just seem to have a bond with and understanding.
The way this team is developing.
Other players, it takes time.
Executed like that.
Stretch from the port Macquarie Pele in front of Swadron and the Castrians. Really nice reception. Rivets here.
Straightening afternoon for him.
Melbourne City
Fans of cheeks, accentuates that feeling.
Kratos turned it over.
Yeah, that is working as hard as anybody to try and get his team back in the contest, but it looks a pretty forlorn hope for Mark Rudden and his outfit at the moment.
One of my jewel with Topple Stanley, who pulls his keeper into it.
Slot forward again, it's Callum McCowan. Looking to find the angle, shut down by Yurtas.
Topple.
He's just asking for the best from his teammates.
United survive.
We all did it. We all do it.
A yellow card. Bending one around. Fabulous defending bowls facing his own goal. That was
16-17, that last win in Victoria.
Patches in
It's an 80 time against the victory.
with fresh legs. His feet is stronger. Marty Holloway now making his move into the boxes. Inman takes on Kandarovski for a second time, and that was a chance. Needed the deft touch at the near post. The top or Stanley put Marty Holloway off.
Ball and all.
Suggesting
So that all started at the other end. Some great defending, but this is what Robbie Fowler's brought him on for. To be creative. Isolates Kandarovski 1v1 and just goes past him. A nice ball into the near post. Great defending from Stanley again. He's having a wonderful day.
Barbarosas with the backheel. Glover was wrong-footed.
Approval exchange between the Lancashire coach and former Wellington player.
Against the some ironic cheers around McDonald Jones.
Still it goes on. Jakovic's trying to play peacemakers. We confirm that change again for you. He must be absolutely proud of his mixture.
Round two,
display today. That's the sort of conditions really that I don't get told in Wellington.
Up top in a similar role before he went back. His career has been everywhere, hasn't it?
6 goals in
around Melbourne and also around the pitch.
Some of those should have penalty spot, to be fair.
Very versatile
It's got to be converted.
A player who's played for the team,
Glover committing here.
ask him to play right back, ask him to play left back, up front. He's happy to play anywhere as long as he can help the team.
I'm not sure if it's been a 3-0 game. Western United have had
Recently signed another contract extension.
That last breakaway a couple of minutes ago. Local for such an impressive player, but it's a poor pass out to McGowan. That would have made it 4, I reckon. Everything for McGowan to lose. Good for a goal. If Hooper's passes have
We've got a chance to eavesdrop on the yellow card. Up deep here to absorb. From Jackson.
just get one. Look at the 3-goal difference. Which is a great reflection of that channel.
I think it was probably around this last night in Adelaide.
They can't pick out Barisha. Official words is
The right back that was feeling the pitch about now, you'd think.
the good thing for Western United, the next engagement is the state derby against Melbourne City.
The free kicks against the
3rd of January. Is due lift for Derby games.
Djokovic had just a little nibble there.
When it's all said and done,
Enthusiastic.
in the 2019
Just came in just to top it off. Little clip of the heels.
in Sydney.
They're pretty quick on the uptake.
Dangerous position here.
Two Western United games to label the Westgate Derby.
We can go wide to Isaac Powell. Offering up his services. He said, I'm not going there. He teases it again. Marty Holloway may have taken it off Daniel Bowles' head.
Djokovic needs to get a bit more
Again, it's another beautiful delivery into the box.
Difficult to read the numbers.
I think you're right, Speedy.
Great ball, great move.
In those areas, you want to go for a bit.
His way rather solidly.
Marty Holloway lets that go. Daniel Bowles has got a free header almost into an empty net.
But it's just not been his all Western
Another warning
United
sign for Newcastle Jets. A couple of free kicks now.
Restoration just hasn't had the service.
Brisbane Royal players have got on the end of it. Probably could have done a little better.
So Valentino Ewell is with us. He scored a fair few goals in the NPL for Bentney Greens.
Preparing their first change.
Not ready to do as well now.
Poised, the 20-year-old can see.
Might be academic though, this late stage. Tardis is fouled by Steinman.
At the end, is starting to move. For Bobby Burns, has been given the hurry up as he makes the long journey across the pitch and doesn't leave on the far side.
Western United, they have to believe
He gets the ovation. They like what they've seen.
some of their attacks are worthy of at least the concept.
He's done well tonight.
Having secured that goal,
Provided a few options going forward. He's defended well against Jack Hingett. He's got a good tussle on that side. Two players who haven't had much game time.
Both challenges.
The ball by Durante. Burgess didn't set corner. Put the hands against De Beer. Now Wellington's turn to appeal. Breaks for Valentino Ewell here. Can he find the angle? That is definitely handball. That is a penalty. And they do have the chance. Luke De Beer with the outstretched arm.
Close range. Little Pumba.
First one is well, he sees a lifeline at the time. He could be off.
You're not up on that. That's one Daniel Georgieski let us in on the red.
The responsibility much more
Actually, it's Taylor, isn't it?
What was he thinking?
It's a good save, actually, if you're a goalkeeper.
He's keeping Neil honest. Another ripple of applause. Suggest from the Jets. Come over and have a look yourself.
That was bizarre.
And with the advice fee, it's a straight red card. Yep, he's going to come over and go look himself. And Sydney FC after 40
penalty
could be down to 10.
Just a couple of minutes to go, but there will be a chunk of stoppage time.
Jukovic took it away in a flash.
Maybe open to window for Western United if they can convert this. For sure, Mark Rudner says much time to be added on.
Release for 5 feet come off the ground.
Yeah, Kachumbas and Hoffman making up ground on the far side and Hoffman to turn back away.
Diamanti convert.
Come back into the same area. I think we're there just
Also the penalty from Son Heung-min. Well played for New Zealand. There's no stranger to stopping these penalty kicks from big players. He got into that one, but he couldn't kick it out. Just too powerful.
He's going to be sent off.
Western United's time won
his A-League career. Massive moments.
He's worked really hard for that goal.
Head clash in the first 5 minutes.
He assumed too much of the burden. The skipper did
not in control of what he's
hang on to
doing.
your hats. That's enraged all season about handballs. I'm prepared to concede that Stephen Taylor's argument is a massive story.
If he didn't play any part tonight, he's going to be third cab off the rank here for Brisbane.
What's doing there, Steve?
Yeah, we're 1-0 down.
I know what's doing here.
There's a player you want to be throwing on. It's Roy O'Donovan. He'll give you
penalty is when
get those balls in the box and he'll give you at least a sniff of a goal.
Great stuff from Dylan.
Obviously, Stephen Taylor just thinking back to his days in Newcastle and maybe about Pavel Srniček or Tim Krul or something.
In a moment, they bang off the ground. Miller gets back goal side of Towel. Time for that change. And those two heavily involved in what's going on so far. One of the ones involved in the head clash in the opening minutes, and now
Taylor still
in the flash to get substitute off before the number goes up. Interesting there to Marty Holotop and make it 3 times. They've withdrawn 10 men now. Before the next Kovacic stays out there. Holloway off and Roy O'Donovan back to take on his most recent A-League club.
We'll get another look at that if we can.
Help them go to that grand final here a few years back.
Taylor is going on about.
Discuss how they're going to
Maradovic has deserved his
4 minutes to be
place to stay on the field. Thomas Stanley was probably winning that battle with Marty Holloway, so good to change it up. Roy O'Donovan will pose a different problem to Newcastle Jets defence.
Time taken for the penalty.
I'm starting to see these youngsters fade in their first game, and now it's about
muted as they
their
were.
He's confident he can see out the 90.
They've got to push up, they can't afford.
Left to lead the line.
Ball lighting up for here, bouncing on Burgess. That's why Wellington's takes rolled out.
50th game for Sydney FC level. Pushing back into the fullback role. Somehow the ball stayed through all that. It's on the yellow card.
He's talking his way out of that. Force, voice and all.
And off balance. To not the promising third game.
That's the tip for Orphy.
On the pace on the ball.
Change play now for
Brighton and Hove Albion man, and on that subject, former Melbourne City man played a right for Newcastle as we enter that final 15 minutes.
What a goal as well.
There are so many game-changing goals in the A-League.
So is Taylor claimed the ball came with Burgess's hand first?
Yeah, the Jets need to just be careful they don't sit too deep and invite Brisbane on them.
Big earth, absolutely.
Keep that structure higher up the field.
Allowed to go.
Week in, week out, probably though. Well, big spot. Unfortunately, Western United is not able to get Fox. Newcastle man. Great story on Fox Sports. You can watch online as well. Jamie Young went to Nepal in the off-season.
They need it.
Part of some charity work that he does. Very aware,
which no doubt
of
will
footballer. Sydney FC, the world around him. Great guy. Check it out on foxsports.com.au and find out the left leg.
And the cry, we want 4 goes up from the Wellington fans. They've got a really good day out here in Ballarat.
Able to hem Newcastle.
It's been
Inman wasn't
totally
sure about whether he was going to take the throw or not.
Down. Oh, what a clearance. Delbridge still alive here. Oh, it's
line.
There's a lot of pressure being shown here by the Phoenix, understandable. David Ball with his clear.
After Ryan Brown for
Finds
centre.
somehow, all this is done from Power, who's looking to put the cherry on top.
After the nutmeg on level again in the top of the table.
Hooper,
Who's scared.
Comes in. Look, when you come like that, you've got to make sure. Either you catch it or you come down the way. It's a regulation catch from
Milinkovic to just control these.
Missed the first one.
They're going to change short as well.
He needed to do it, but
Wade is
there's
the ball from Milinkovic, and he misses his second opportunity. Look at this. It's nearly a 360 to somehow squeeze that in past the near post. That has to go down.
Ran into a roadblock in the end.
Over the course of these 93 and almost a half minutes, it's really to false backs. The Eagles handball from Steve Taylor aside in Wellington's performance. The penalty ball from Gary Hooper here.
Really settled into the game.
Ahead of the goalkeeper, Jonathan.
Good job in front of the back too.
Keep it out, and Wellington do have 4. A quite bizarre goal. Hooper has injured himself in the process. Philip Curto came hurtling out, couldn't reach the ball, and Gary Hooper converts for just his second goal in Phoenix colours. An extraordinary finish by the Englishman.
Go right instead to Miller.
Well, it's brave, firstly. It's an incredible header, secondly. And any questions on Curto? He's made a challenge at the ball. Aspro makes a challenge too, that ends up in the net, along with the block.
Something again.
Well, 4-0. That's amazing
Over
work.
the top of Topos down there. Great read by Jackson. Helping out his more experienced centre half. There'll be some debate on whether
Done well tonight. Jackson, Topper Stanley.
Caught out.
Started off well a few weeks
The
ago.
consolation is that the result
The
wasn't going
last
to
couple of
change.
games,
The margin of victory does.
floodgates opened. It's be easy to make changes.
Happy day out has just gotten a whole lot better.
Back to their best
We're going to
tonight.
have another VAR intervention later on.
Well, that can only be on the keeper, I'd say. This is not offside. It's an incredible heading technique. To get that power
these
from that
teams
range.
started
Is he
this evening
offside?
with
That's the other
games in
question.
hand on multiple.
Oh, is Aspro?
I reckon his right heel might be slightly
in the way
reaching
of
that line.
the
Where's
fires falling early in the season.
these two players? Surely they'll be applying
Oh,
that.
off the head of Gillespie. Thurgate's one-on-one. Oh, he fires it straight into Jamie Young, who was a sitting duck in goal, but somehow keeps his team in it.
I tell you what, we've seen some
Oh, the flick from Ugarkovic wasn't far away.
this week.
Game opening up now. Thurgate should really have maybe killed off this game.
There was a wonderful opportunity.
Goes on. It is going to be free kick for United, so that goal is rubbed out, which is rather unfortunate
He was
for
going
Gary
to just
Hooper.
take the touch around Young and slot it into an empty net.
It looks on the replay as though it's
attacking
the
position.
correct decision.
You go for an offensive cross. There's the foul on
Was it a foul? With great energy. Deserved the better return ball.
It's the 7th minute of stoppage time.
Here we see the mistakes of the Brisbane defence. You see Angus Thurgate, no one near him. As you said, Speedy, Jamie Young's in no man's land.
VAR, we could be here all week.
Takes another little touch and then knocks it past Young.
Over the course of the summer.
Not much Young can do about it, and he's just rolling it into an empty net. That would have killed off the game, you'd think, with 10 minutes to go.
His reaction to get up from the block across when other players were closer to that
You're a coach now and you're a part of this Jets staff. What do you do with a young man now on video review in this situation?
Potentially Hooper's in position.
I think he just showed he's got no one behind him. You can see Jamie Young's committed. He's lost in no man's land, 14, 15 yards out from goal. You just take a smaller touch to really
Forward by
bring Young to you, and then you nick it past him.
So is it purely done on video, or do you give him a few run-throughs during the week as well?
Look, I think
Gary Hooper.
you say he might not have thought he has much time. So
it's a really good win for Wellington Phoenix. Revenge for their round 1 loss and a 7th match.
just even the goalkeeper's support out there where he was.
Their 4th ever win.
Very looking to string some wins together. We'll see what it does.
Wellington Phoenix 3
in hand on other teams in that section. Moving inside the right. Goes off the bottom, a couple of spots here.
Spot for the
Hopefully back it up.
Intervention.
Move in the way to the victory on Jan 5. This might be a special game for Merrick. McLaren had gone prone. As Brisbane continues. He's got a free header. Is it a head injury or something else?
And there's the problem you pointed out earlier in the game. That's why we've got more bodies. McLaren's got a decision
not saying
okay, so guys,
a reason to stop play.
That ball, or is he going to cut it back? Now, if you've got two in there, one can do one and the other can do the other. We've only got one in the box.
Has it and will be instructed
to... So you can say, okay,
doesn't need to put it out of play.
He's got to make some kind of run.
Referee stops play now.
Decision,
it is a head concern. He copped a ball in the face a couple of weeks ago and had to have 4 teeth repaired by the dentist. They were all chipped after getting a ball in the face like we saw from Fergo a moment ago.
I remember the ball in the face.
To play against 10 men.
Right now it's Sydney FC
about the teeth,
stretching City.
Just looked like a head on the shoulder, was it?
Or elbow. Great athleticism as Redtrain. Right elbow here. A towel might have just scored him. From Dam Johan. A little too much heat on it. Redtrain prevented the goal kick. What his dentist is going to do around out of Jason Hoffman. Accidental touch from LaFondra. We're trying to squeeze him into that corner, but it's so hard to do when you're down to 10. So in this situation, the doctor can say how careful Miller was to keep his hands out of it. Thought he was in the box, did he?
I do know that Sydney do train for this...
the paranoia
when you go
of
to
the
10
VAR
so
era.
11v11s, and they do
certainly change things
for a game. They'll play with 10. The first 11 will
Was it drop off to halfway?
How they do it.
Or was that attackers?
That was attackers. They need to chase things up. They've opened themselves up, expose themselves.
That ball was on, but it's going to go
from set pieces
harmlessly through from O'Shea.
It's been an eventful first half so far.
And they fashion a chance. Remember,
it was a good point
round one in Perth, where things were looking up for Brisbane, weren't they, when they snatched that point on the road against the winners of last season's Premier's Plate. 95th minute, that equaliser came in a 1-1 draw. It's another variation. Burgate trying to stay on side. Miller weaving his way. Still going, Matt Miller. Too far away from decent ball in. Well, position was Neville. He's been trying to go the other way in a hurry. There was nothing for Inman to go to.
They nearly were punished.
Now the strikers make their runs. Jackson peeled off.
They're looking for that top corner.
Pressure applied on Moss, forcing that clearance out of play. The work rate of O'Donovan. Sat underneath it. Didn't get the shout of time. He could have brought that down. O'Donovan presents here, first time, rolling it on for O'Neill. But, big chance for Inman. What about the defending from Matt Miller, tracking that run? Newcastle see it clear. That was a close run thing for the Jets.
That was lovely play down their right-hand side. O'Donovan laying it off, and Inman, for all money, looked across the front of Matt Miller there, but he did well to get a foot in.
Atkinson
snuff out the danger.
Instead. Maradovic. Clever little turn away. Now O'Neill, being one of Brisbane's best. Oh, the turn! What an equaliser! Brad Inman with something special. It is 1-1 in Newcastle, and we haven't seen many better strikes than that all season. Brad Inman take a bow with 3 to go. What a chance, one-on-one with the keeper as he lulled.
Well, we spoke earlier in the game about shots around the edge of the box and low percentage. As that ball comes in, there's only one thing on Brad Inman's mind. His first touch with his left foot takes it away from the defender. He swivels and he strikes that off the crossbar. There was only one thing in his mind as he received that ball, was touch and finish. And didn't he just? Smashes it in off the underside of the bar. Nothing Moss could do about it.
Terrific skill to engineer.
Massive relief as well. His first A-League goal.
Should have scored.
And can that get him on a roll? And there's still time for either team to win it. Newcastle held that lead for so long, but it's gone.
He's just waiting for the back of the net.
And there will be a decent chunk of stoppage time, you'd imagine.
Lets him off.
As well, late drama in the A-League again. Newcastle now will commit a few more men forward. Miller driving into the area. Matt Miller. Oh, nearly an own goal. And it goes wide off Hingett. Corner conceded.
The only loss during that sequence was against...
Well, they knew what he was doing there. Hingett, but for a second from our angle, it looked like it was going to go into the net. And this game's come alive.
Tratos. Crowd right into it now. Jackson had a chance. Got the better of Gillespie. Couldn't get the power or direction.
Well, now it's a case of the two teams. Are they happy with the point? Do they go chasing that goal and maybe expose themselves to the other end? The way the Jets are pressing now, it looks like Petratos in particular is keen. And his pressure forces a corner. It's fantastic. He's not going to settle for a point.
How often do you see it? A corner needlessly conceded there. Sloppy from Bowles, the assistant. Good luck turning that one down with those hands in that far corner. They had a good angle on it. Young punches clear. All alone on the edge of the area. Thurgate. Great discipline with the ball back in. Oh, Jamie Young! What a save. He looked wrong-footed. The Jets looked like getting a late winner. Somehow he flung the left hand out and kept it out after getting back to his feet seconds before it.
What a save.
To take it off Noon.
Seconds before, he's on the ground, looked like he was injured, got up.
A confidence boost.
It's a wonderful ball in, and Kantarowski gets up, and he must have thought he'd scored the winner. Jamie Young at full stretch. Fantastic save.
Another stoppage. Fourth official.
Over the top of McGowan.
Had the board ready to tell everyone how long. It's only 3 minutes, which feels like unders. We'll be adding to it now. It's one thing Ali Reza Fagani needs to work on, his timekeeping.
Another bugbear of yours. You see the first instance as the ball comes in, Jamie Young does well, gets up. He copped one in the face there. You see, he sees the danger, up he gets.
He's looking tight.
And that is world-class save.
Upset with his finish there. He's capable of better. It was as though he was thinking, if I stay down here, the rest won't let play continue. Then he saw play had continued, and he thought, I better get back to my feet, make the miracle save, and then I'll get my treatment later.
Yeah, just got enough energy to get this one save out.
Obviously playing in that position in midfield now. It's not his actual position to
thumbs up from the physio, which is good.
Any 24-hour dentists around here, Daniel? Hoffman and Young need to make an appointment.
Maybe they'll be in there together.
So remember, this save was made in the 90th minute.
Two away games.
They can make it a minute and a half.
Bounce,
going on 2 minutes should be added to the 3 initially. That's where he copped the other time the blow.
It was a teammate, wasn't it?
Sequence was closed.
Ran into the back of his head.
Today.
The back of the head's never nice.
4-0 win it was that day. Eli Babal was
that again and again.
untouchable.
It's a great save.
You may remember when they were the Melbourne Hearts. McGowan with a crowd lifter. Now, if this was cricket, you'd say we can make a concussion replacement because you've already made 3 changes. In the cricket world, Steve Smith pulled out, Marnus Labuschagne in at Lords during the Ashes. You can't make that change now, can you? And look what it's done to the live ladder. Newcastle now back on the bottom. And neither team picking up that 3-point surge thereafter to get above the map.
It's not a result that either team would want.
The next game, good run of games at the moment.
Time for that corner. after the sensational save. Again on the edge of the area, back in by Katrumbas. Now there might be a counter on. Muratovic, who played his part in the goal. Lovely pass. The weight on it perfect for O'Donovan. Brisbane springing from one end to the other after defending that corner. Here they go. Oh, Moss keeping it out at his near post.
Well, he's got a point to prove, Roy O'Donovan, hasn't he? Almost a full length of the field. Cut inside Katrumbas and forced Moss with a great save at the near stick.
Going, Milosnikovic wins a penalty. Delbridge had nowhere to go.
So many passes overhit tonight. Muratovic just played the right pass.
Kurt Ams had no
Almost with the backspin element.
Sydney FC with the chance to come from behind with 10 men.
Well, I said we were talking about him before. Ninkovic, he doesn't like defending, but wow, you put him up the other
Brisbane's
end.
corner.
He loves doing this.
Dealt with.
I mean, tremendous.
By the first man, which is always
and he does it with the body, rolls it back, and he's away from Metcalf.
Muratovic trying to roll past, earns another set piece for Brisbane.
Who holds his ground, but stops.
Hoping for a better delivery this time.
Position as well, so they're not going to overturn that.
Gillespie up, Bowles and Neville, the three centre halves.
Indirect free kick.
O'Shea picked one of them out. Good-looking shape about it, and it was a chance. It's out off the Jets for one more corner.
Contact that we saw the other night in Adelaide as well.
Gillespie trying to get on the end of things. Adam Lafondra for the payoff. Oh, great save by Glover. So often he goes right down the middle with power, and Glover left a lead there and made a super save to keep it 1-1.
Another outswinger.
You're right. And
Jackson
his whole body.
He was going to be able to head clear.
Kept alive by O'Neill. Inman from almost the same blade of grass.
So he dives to the left.
O'Donovan works it clear.
Flicks out that right leg.
Got Fitzgerald on the deck.
Brilliant save.
Turning him inside out. Oh, the header was there.
Failure.
Daniel Bowles couldn't flash it in. After brilliant work.
They are just checking.
Real wizardry from Jay O'Shea. Moscow's long.
He was well behind
Ingert, who was the deepest lying outfield player for Brisbane.
Beautifully.
With the emphatic header. Miller took it off Brad Inman.
What a chance for Sydney FC. You just wonder.
Gillespie back in position. They don't get it. At the referee's discretion now.
Like that they're going to get with 10 men.
Glance at the watch from Ali Reza Fagani. Big chance here. Thurgate and Young. The hero again. In that way to the pass from Langlois. Just overhit by a fraction.
You see this? Just doesn't get the height. He hit it straight.
How much longer do we go on?
To stop it hitting that leg. Credit to the goalkeeper.
Left it a little short of Langlois.
And you watch them break.
Muratovic foul.
Well behind the line and pushed off.
Well, the battle
stepped in to smash it. And they checked the replay to make sure that he hadn't left too early. And maybe there'll be other goalkeepers just copying that blueprint. It was clever work. The youngster, 22 years of age, that experience in the academy at Tottenham behind him, now playing regular first-team football after replacing Dean Bazanis 3 games ago now. Six minutes of stoppage time.
Well, he certainly made up for the mistake on Sydney's goal, where he came and spilled it.
Johan, risky play, laid it off, trying to find his keeper a fancy, wound up being Retre, getting on the end of it, and now it's poked away from Dam Johan. McLaren trying to tee up Metcalf, and Wilkinson sees off the threat. Atkinson, ball and all, they thought he handled that one, and Kurt Ams is saying it was off the leg. Hasn't he had some decisions to make in this opening half? Game played at a great pace. So many 50-50s. Now another one, and McLaren couldn't get over the top of that one either. Didn't leap for that header earlier on, and that looked like another chance for J-Mac.
Again, does he just misjudge the flight of that ball?
Didn't get much of a sniff in the derby. Jamie McLaren, here's another look at it.
I think he thinks that Ryan McGowan's going to head that one away.
Redmayne looking to launch for Lafondra. Good across. Tracking it well in flight. Sydney FC able to commit some numbers forward here, though. Trusting Ninkovic in amongst a couple of white shirts. Bratton with a trademark switch. Lovely. Deft touch from Atkinson. Bratton. Delbridge elected to deal with it. Bratton can have another go now. Delivers on the left, and it's floating and dropping towards Lafondra. So Glover did well to advance. Metcalf tried to spin out of trouble. Barbarousis immediately looking for Lafondra, who only just got back on side, and the momentum was going the wrong way. Thoughts on the first half, Robbie?
Oh, I might need some time. But some good football. Obviously, the big point from the goals and a couple of the misses is that red card to Ryan Grant, which has certainly swung it in Melbourne City's favour against 10 men. And are they going to be good enough to be able to use their numerical advantage to go on and win this game? Sydney FC, for their part, they'll be disappointed they're not going in ahead after missing a penalty. That's quite simple. But Sydney, with their 10 men, have, when they get the opportunity, gone forward. They expect that the second half there'll be a lot more action.
McGowan wasn't happy about the whistle. What can Melbourne City do with it? Last chance, perhaps, of this first half. Elongated by all the stoppages. That variation won't be coming out again. What an absorbing half of football. Top of the ladder clash. Sydney FC fans stand to applaud, but they know their team is in a big, big fight. Ryan Grant sent off. Adam Lafondra equalised after Connor Metcalf had opened the scoring. That's why we've got the scoreline at the break. Sydney FC 1, Melbourne City 1. And as you saw, Adam's ready to chat to Alfie.
Thank you, Speedy. Adam Lafondra, the good and the bad. We'll speak about him in one question. Okay, the goal you scored, superb. Take us through that one and then the pen. Do you regret it? No, I don't regret it.
It's more like... Oh, we can laugh. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, Hamill, big blow. He's taken his time to get into the team, and Culver as well has had to sweat and wait. Been sensational for Western since earning the starting berth, and now he's assisted from the field. It's not going to plan for Mark Rudan at the moment.
So Dario Yurtez has been told to warm up very, very quickly and get ready. Does that mean a change of formation to a back four with Aspro and Durante as the two central defenders?
2 goals so far this season.
Wellington football teams. Like just a little too high for Matt Miller. He couldn't strain the neck muscles enough.
The conductor, isn't he? He's just missing the
Start for Newcastle. Worrying signs for Brisbane.
At that time.
Face of it.
Wow,
Just kicked off, of course, but a point for Sydney.
An update
Given the
from
circumstances,
what was going
would be
on.
a bad result.
And
Here's
Brisbane
David
coach
Ball.
Robbie Fowler
Set nicely for him.
is advertising for him. Foxtel padding down there.
Cross Philip
He's been making him still right idea, so he's kicked them out of the way. Fourth official said, "What are you doing?"
Angle.
He said, "I just need a bit of space to breathe."
Let him carry on, and you can't blame Ball for instinctively shooting on the
Still,
toe. Actually,
padding that's been causing him a few
I would have
issues.
expected him to at least force a save there.
FC here. Ninkovic, so close.
Across the keeper.
It's an injury concern
Safety from the western viewpoint.
for his captain here. So that's the last thing stadium for Robbie Fowler needs. Bamboozled Delbridge to earn that penalty that was not converted by Adam Lafondra.
Into attack, Kakachi stands him up with ease.
Got Neville over for a little pep talk at the moment. And will Aldred be able to continue here? Maybe an adductor issue.
In stature playing against one of his heroes today in Alessandro Diamanti. Brilliant heritage, of course, Kakachi. Here is the Italian.
If you're chasing the game out, you do your coaching. You're Robbie Fowler. Are you thinking Aldred is part of the back 5/back 3 with the 2 wing backs? We're going to change it up here, bring an attacker on, bring O'Donovan on and go for it and go to a back 4. What do you think?
Diamanti
Well, it's only really early in the second half.
of trying to get his team out of this.
As I said, I don't think they were.
Incredible technique.
You would say they were poor in the first half. They controlled a lot of the game. It's just that last third that they really been limited to shots from around the box. Apart from the odd occasion. It looks like they're doing a straight shot for a defender, and Aldridge coming off.
Young Isaac Powell getting the call. Still 17 years of age, part of that Jelly squad for Ursus in the World Cup.
United have got to just
Under 17's level. Deflected out on Galloway. Start that second half. Scott Neville
against the Brisbane goal deficits.
Get it right down so they can make this change rather than play with 10 men for a while. Just again here. And Fagani's going to get the all clear. Gurtex hits it. He'll come on, naturally left-sided player, and maybe they got more balance now. As you can see.
They won't move into that central role.
Taking over the corner responsibility as well.
Abilities in that left wing-back role. Does so well through the youth team.
Forced Western out again, and Astro lets it all off with a tall pass.
Flowing dreadlocks, Speedy, the flowing dreadlocks that sometimes make me forget who he is sometimes. I remember them flowing well up and down that sideline for the youth team
Catch, Ryan.
when they won that competition.
In the A-League, the other end of the Brisbane statistical anomalies of
Nicely
the A-League. It's a fixture that the away team always wins that one.
Defensively,
Continues to do to the desperate need of a result.
When you haven't got ball kids and you're playing
Top of the table, Melbourne City.
when they're going out to play like that as Burns,
Next year, given the hurry up position, Baroness has Berlanti in the A-League today. Newcastle, Brisbane, later.
three city players.
Statistical anomalies of
nicely.
the A-League. It's a fixture that the away team always wins that one. Continues to do the desperate need of results.
Thumped over by a bowl as well.
Top of the table clash between Sydney and Melbourne City. Backed up by Gurtex. Just a few minutes, he is the short Evans. Mariners. In the A-League today. Newcastle, Brisbane, later.
Making
Statistical anomalies of widely pushed legs. The fixture that the away team always wins that one. Continues to do the desperate need of results.
Here he's got bowls for pace. Always confidence. Going to get inside his areas.
Flying through on the greasy surface. Then away from the third gate.
Reading it well. Just stumped his toe a little bit on that pass, so it took a little while longer to get to Hoffman. Made it work for Petratos. And Dimmy, I'm sure he's trying to flash that across the face, but a long way off from the end.
Good forward run, lovely ball. Chartos, I think he's trying to fire that across the 6 yards. He had 2 runners in the box.
Devlin
Just couldn't wrap that foot around it.
Villa
Just stretching for it.
drive through a space that wasn't really there. David Ball likewise.
With Billy, it's always an option. He loves to score. He was trying to fire that across.
Lanty picking the right pass. Would you advise that, or would you say dink it instead of area?
On that one, I think if he could get his foot around it, hard and low, just inside that 6 yard. Occasionally, the defender might stick a foot out, pace of the ball might take it in the net if you're not going to get there.
Cabrera with the quick feed pulls it back, and Lanty not reacting. Bratton
Here's Barisha.
take it away. Hoffman
Real sight of goal potentially.
They're saying that Hoffman made the most of that, forcing goal backwards because there was the potential. There was no advantage. Hoffman through it, saying Ninkovic tried something extravagant. Took a dive there, essentially.
Yeah, thanks, Speedy. Message simple from Eric Monberg. Calm at half-time, just move the ball quicker, move them around.
Just like to let the game flow.
When you're playing against them, we'll see the
Iranian
in the
referee.
second half.
2 minutes left in Ballarat.
This is a call. Did you mention, Speedy, Ninkovic wasn't moving very well.
Been so close to getting World Cup on.
Away from Fugate this time.
Towards the squeeze it in.
Not a good defensive
touch on the way through as well. What's that goal down?
Blocked by the defence and Burgess. No direction.
And they've had enough chances, really. They've already replayed the Scott McDonald one where he forced to say the right idea. It's the keeper.
It's like he was serving up in volleyball there at the end of it all. Knew he was going to get the whistle. Oh, Atkinson across the face. Desperation. Defending by Milos. There's a side foot finish coming up from Metcalf to complete his brace.
Completely capable of hitting the target there, if not scoring.
Cabrera again
so
away by
wide.
Lafondra this time. For Lansing. Very much in the balance. In the top corner.
Persisting with just the one man out in front of goal.
Here's the busy Renault
Away with it.
Right there.
He takes this one on.
ball on the right. Only McCown to the penalty area. Joined out by De Villa.
Run made. And a better ball would have put the youngster through. One-on-one with Glenn Moss there.
Again, a good run from Muradovic.
Normally handed that brief.
Coming off the shoulder of the centre back and making those little darting runs in behind.
Late in that first half on how to deal with it. What tweak would you think?
You could have sent it to him. Doesn't have to go all the way
There
out.
was a big passage there, wasn't there, between the centre halves. It was a pass that didn't need to be overhit like that.
That was just one to just roll in front of him. Quite greasy. They water the pitch and players love it that way in the night games.
Easily broken up by the Phoenix.
Bowles has been walking a tightrope at times. Goes into the book for that one.
Shut down effectively by Gaspro.
Second piece to visit Hoffman for the Jets. Roston Griffiths. For that effort, very careful to make sure that was on target.
The second one from outside the Urbies was timed to Roston Griffiths.
Good speed. Teammates in the middle. Keep up with him.
He's going a couple of years back.
Signal.
Hamburg, one of the great old clubs of the Bundesliga, got relegated. Final day of 17-18. He played in that game. Real traumatic moment for
Neil. See it all right now for Brisbane.
heavyweights of German football.
It turned it over and that tucked on the shorts of Langwa. There's been plenty of passing in this part of the pitch for Sydney FC so far.
Just a few players now, little niggly challenges in there, a few pulled shirts. See frustration starting to come in from both players.
Donald.
I mentioned Speedy, this referee loves to let the game flow.
Got away from him, the Italian. Western United quickly back on the ball though. Torres. Good first touch by Diamante, but it's a shot that is weaker. Right foot and it's wide again.
Pereira, Brisbane already forced to make a change.
The Diamante figures
Second half, Atkinson, a bit of space. Never scored an A-League goal. Jackson,
great position instinctively with his right foot.
Marty Holloway, who's never really
team is getting in good position
scorer anywhere he's played.
3 shots in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can see Robbie Fowler there, turned away in disgust. Very ambitious, back to goal, trying to turn.
left leg strapped
Would have done
on a
better to kick that ball, look for a teammate and move the ball and get some sustained pressure
down quite considerably
on the Jets
as well.
The scoring on this date. He did it in the Liverpool Manchester, different kind of player twice with both of these clubs on December 28th.
The goals for Western is to come, changes everything in those moments.
Well, that wasn't quite the same in Fowler's day. O'Neill, that was cynical and great refereeing. Tomball Stanley with a deliberate handball there, and he goes straight into the book. That pass was bound for a Brisbane Royal player, and there's an argument from Hayden O'Neill saying he's not quite going to get the red for this blocks. Brilliant.
He's clutching at straws there, but Tom Stanley, see the danger, threw himself out, flipped that trailing arm, tried to get up and run away with all his years of experience and pretend that it was a complete accident.
Wellington are aware of
Had that other defender not been there, and he was the last man, then maybe it's a
different story.
And I think all sport the ref called time for drinks.
dropping back between the centre half.
Opportune moment, perhaps, to take a breather. He's got plenty to think about.
Stanley in this one.
Into the last quarter of an hour here in Ballarat. His team has pushed and pushed, but really
Gillespie, it is
able to put any sustained pressure on Stefan Marinovic's goal.
And double ricochet as Pepper had an opportunity.
Here in the background, the attendance has just gone up on the big screen. 5,084, just to repeat that figure. But the stats that matter in terms of the scoreboard are these two goals, Andy
People will be
Harper.
disappointed in that. It's a free header.
First goal, which is a beauty.
He goes in between two defenders.
Western United possession, which
He headed it down onto his own arm.
and ball on the balance and play throughout the season certainly deserves that goal. And then again, the game turned on a period of real dominance for Western United, but looked into
This time,
just lining up the hole.
great run being made by
Because of that positivity, a favourable bounce from the Gow, who was in the right place at the right time.
Kind of
Very
chance
sharp
when they get
finish.
it,
They
they
look
just
great,
make more
Wellington.
of it, Sydney. Not going to get many.
And this is what it will mean if it stays this way.
Brisbane opened it up for
Sydney
Fowler
return to the top six at the expense of Western Sydney Wanderers. Winners in that dramatic game
that would have been one of the great goals. In fact, it was Lunda peeling off at the back post.
To leapfrog Melbourne City into second.
You can see Reed Maitland's just relieved.
Got the call.
Terrific vision here, just hangs it up
Starting
to the back
punch up
post.
a little bit in positions.
Story that Marco Monteverde will be getting on top of. Why Arroyo just missed out today. The
Flashes
I think you
past
just
the
give me one
football
chance.
rise for the Courier Mail reporting on tonight's game.
And more problems looming potentially for Western United as they prepare their
First chance. Been so introductions as well.
end of the section for
beyond. No look pass from Gillespie. Had a shot. He's got the hurry up from the referee.
Bruno Discopo. Struggling to see in the glare of
It's running out of play.
the daylight which number have been held up. It's
far there, Burns, didn't he?
He has been excellent
Hoffman was
today.
expecting him to play it early and
Played an assist for
ran too
that
close to him and ran out of space.
Part of a front four, which now includes Hooper, Andy, that has a bit of everything, doesn't it? Trickery, speed,
Combining two of those National Youth League grand final
qualities in the
winners.
shape
The
of David
understanding
Dorgan.
is
Gary
getting
Hooper is a proven goal scorer.
and overhits the Maratovich, who throws his head back in frustration. And allowed Jackson to get across pretty comfortably.
Discopo is really becoming
Former Brisbane player himself, Lockie Jackson. 3 appearances before making the switch.
Has brought these individuals through and together.
And that's his pocket. He wants to utilise it. What a ball! Wrapping around. I think he's expecting a teammate delivering on his left back post. McLaren again. Grand Central.
To be in
And
Tokyo.
he's thinking Luna to finish off the job. Brilliant
Pepper, great idea.
It was a brilliant ball.
Isolated him in the 1v1, 2v1, sorry.
He's looking at it.
Looking for him to place that
Atkinson
across.
comes inside. Everyone's probably expecting a shot.
His work is done. Western United's just
He
beginning.
can see right across
He's
the
done
field. He's got to take it
Parias.
on himself.
Gets away from ball.
Getting some instructions out there.
Useful cross away by Taylor.
No real need to
That's,
go to his bench here, is there?
perhaps got in each other's way a little
Taken
bit.
away on VAR anyway.
Just look quite comfortable.
And you look at this Wellington team.
Half chances, I guess,
As you
for
mentioned,
Brisbane, but
Davila,
it would really have any merit
down
too
the
much.
last 3 games. Not exactly sure
Gillespie, the assistant from the flag,
just goes to show
they thought they were away, and there'd been some friendly fire. Two Raw players wiped out.
Bigger opponents, they just clever players.
He's guessed that one through bodies as the ball did cross.
He's got so much timeline. He certainly
There's people inside the stadium at the moment.
They're an hour and a half away from the trouble at the MCG, so that will help.
And again, coming inside and turning it over straight to Retro.
They've made the right decision, haven't they?
Definitely so. They really enjoyed their team. Why not? This is as good a Wellington.
The instant control. Young King finding the feet of LaFondra. Dynamic sweeping move by Sydney FC.
Which have excited us, but
once he gets up to top speed, the strike is not going to losing streaks. Lost through on the bounce.
himself too much to do there with Honda.
There's been a couple. Mal's been lively since getting his chance. Clary, different spot off the shoulder of McGowan. Time for Brisbane's second change. Pepper.
The next question is
on to
watch again.
attack
Two teams
Inman is on.
now failed to win the trophy in the A-League era. That's understandable, of course, from Wellington's point of view, or Western United's as De Villa has played onside. It's Ulysses De Villa. That should do it. The Mexican seals all 3 points with 10 minutes to go.
I was really impressed
Puts
with
the cap on a really professional display by the Wellington Phoenix.
Scoring goals and combining well. Right up as the season started.
With his challenges after
rallying his heels and keeping outside. He
himself into this game and
still 7 goals since you won the finish from 2 yards last week against Sydney. Tries the number 5, keeping double up inside.
letting 20 go there.
In a month of Sundays, did you ever conceive he was going to miss this? He just set it up beautifully. There was a needle to be threaded, and that's what he's done. 65
Very good.
the Wellington Phoenix great contributor to the A-League.
Will do for LaFondra now.
And maybe that's the nail of the
City
coffin
starting
for
to
Western
boss it.
United here at Ballarat. Never in doubt this. No freezing, no anxiety. Just a job to do, and that's slot the ball. And Davila does it beautifully.
His 8th goal of the season.
Possible 8
for Wellington Phoenix. And isn't he a joy to watch?
The last couple of years. Horse for another 3 points.
From New South Wales.
Brisbane can turn it around here.
Victorians Mexicans, but it is a real Mexican who has set the seal on this excellent display.
Interested by this ball. Brings it
Wellington
down.
as they make their second change. Tim Payne is doing his part. Takes his leave. And T. Hudson Wahongi.
That's what he's there for, to win
Just
those
his
kind of balls.
second appearance for the club.
Big strong play. You can see strength in the tussle, and he needs his players around him
After 54.
to really anticipate the knockdown.
He was about to make when
He'll have faith in himself that he can win those headers. He's looking to just push him down for someone to get on the strike on course.
Could Wellington lift some sort of air this season?
Combo like that.
Beyond the realms of possibility.
It's tough to know how far apart to be from the knockdown.
Of course, from experience, sometimes you have players that you just seem to have a bond with and understanding. Other players, it takes time.
Back to right back.
Expulsion.
The stretch on the Squadron over Castria. Nice reception. He's given a yellow card after diving in on Nathaniel Atkinson.
Top out of the cheeks. So it accentuates that feeling. Diamante is working as hard as anybody to try and get his team back in the contest. But looks a pretty forlorn hope for Mark Rudden and his outfit at the moment.
One duel with Topple Stanley, who pulls his keeper into it.
Flip forward again, it's Callum McCowan. Looking to find the angle. Shut down by Yurtas.
Topple.
Just asking for the best from his teammates.
The United survive that
We all did it. We all do it.
Bending one around. He wants it back. Bending ball.
His first goal of the season 16-17 that he must win in Victoria. He's at Amy Park against the Victory.
Inman with fresh legs.
Here's Burgess.
Holloway now making his move into the box as Inman takes on Kandarovski for a second time, and that was a chance. Needed the deft touch at the near post. The Topple Stanley pushing Marty Holloway off. First ball. Touches in that time. box before.
So that all started at the other end. Some great defending, but this is what Robbie Fowler's brought him on for, to be creative. Isolates Kantarowski 1v1 and just goes past him. A nice ball into the near post. Great defending from top of the team. Again, he's having one
United player.
A verbal exchange between the Wellington coach and the Wellington player.
The decision was harsh. Some ironic cheers around the goal jar.
Still goes on. Djokovic's trying to play peacemakers. We confirm the change of back for you.
Bigger midfielder.
He must be absolutely good as fixture.
Round 2,
display today. Particularly it's the sort of conditions really that don't get too often in Wellington.
Up top in a similar role. To the line ball, he went back really tight throughout his career. He's been everywhere, hasn't he?
6 goals in his last set
around to Melbourne and also around the pitch.
One of those sort of penalty spots, to be fair. Still got to be converted.
For some of the
player who'll play for the team. Ask him to play right back, ask him to play left back, up front. He's happy to play anywhere as long as he can help the team.
I'm not sure if it's been a 3 years. Western United would hold for something Wales with those chances. But that last breakaway impressive play. That's a poor pass from McGowan. That would have made it 4, I reckon. Everything from McGowan to lose in front of goal. Cooper's pass is a good one.
Brisbane dropping deep here to absorb. From Jackson.
Just get right back. Look at the 3-goal game.
He can get quickly around this
last night in Adelaide.
Trying to work that man in space.
They can't pick it up. Mauricio
To the right back. About now, you think.
The good thing for Western United, their next engagement is
under pressure.
State derby against Melbourne City.
All the free kicks against the
3rd of January.
His mates that gave it away.
Do lift for derby games.
Djokovic had just a little nibble there. Really enthusiastic. And Thurgate just came in just to top it off. A little clip of the heels.
They're pretty quick on the uptake.
Dangerous position here.
3 Western United games been labelled the Westgate derby.
So he can go wide to Isaac Powell.
Catches on.
Offering up his services. He said, I'm not going there. He teases it again. Holloway may have taken it off Daniel Bowles' head there.
Again, it's another beautiful delivery into the box.
Difficult to read the numbers.
You're right, Speedy.
In frustration.
In those areas you want to go for a bit this way.
Rather solid.
Marty Holloway lets that go. Daniel Bowles has got a free header. Almost into an empty net.
But it's just not been his all Western
Another warning
United
sign for Newcastle Jets. He's got a couple of free kicks now.
Restoration. He just hasn't had the service.
The Brisbane Roar players have got on the end of it. Probably could have done a little better.
So Valentino Ewell is with us. He scored a fair few goals in the NPL for Bentney Greens.
Preparing their first change.
And Mark Rudy could do with one now.
Poised, as you can see.
Might be academic though, this late stage. Matthias is fouled by Steinman.
At the end as they're starting to move. So Bobby Burns is given a hurry up. Djokovic and then LaFondra doesn't leave on the far side. He gets the ovations like on that team.
He's done well tonight.
Having secured that goal,
Provided a few options going forward. He's defended well tight against Jack Hingett. He's got a good tussle on that side. 2 players who haven't had much game time.
He's approaching by Durante. Burgess wouldn't sit corner. Put the hands against De Beer. Now Wellington's turn to appeal. Breaks for Valentino Ewell here. Can he find the angle? Oh, that is definitely a ball kick, of course. That is a penalty. And they do have the chance. Luke De Beer with the outstretched arm.
A little tumba, and they get a corner out of it off good.
Lifeline time.
Responsibility.
Just tight, really tight. These short steps.
Really exciting.
What was he thinking?
It's a good save on the change.
Brought on yet. It's one of the ripple of applause.
That was bizarre.
That's a booking for it. An own goal last week. Slightly bizarre concession of the penalty this.
Off the ball.
Just a couple of minutes to go, but there will be a chunk of stoppage time.
Djokovic took it away in a flash.
Maybe opens a window for Western United if they can convert this. For sure, Mark Ruben's saying how much time to be added on.
A release ball for Hoffman.
Katumbas and Hoffman making ground on the far side, and Hoffman turn back away and come back into the same area.
Penalty from cycling men. It's played for New Zealand. No stranger to stopping these penalty kicks from big players. He got to that one, but he couldn't keep it out. Just too powerful. And Western United have one back.
Producing an end product that is looking for.
Well, he's worked really hard for that goal.
Immediately involved.
Shooting too much of the burden for the skipper, Diamante.
One cheek shot.
Goes all the way.
Controversy that's raged all season about Capitals. I'm prepared to concede that Stephen Taylor's up did not take
Massive story. If he didn't play any part tonight, he's going to be third cab off the rank here for Brisbane.
What's doing there, Steve?
Yeah, we're 1-0 down.
I know what's doing here.
There's a player you want to be throwing on. It's Roy O'Donovan. He'll give you get those balls in the box and he'll give you at least a sniff of a goal.
Great stuff from Diamante.
It was obviously Stephen Taylor just thinking back to his days at Newcastle and having that trouble on Jack or Tim Krul or something like that.
Miller gets back goal side of the town. Time for that change.
Goes on.
Still
gets another substitute off. He pulls another goal. Holloway and not the debutant.
confess that Marakovic stays out there for Torres.
Holloway off and Roy O'Donovan back to take on his most recent A-League club.
Maybe get another look at that if we can.
Help them go to that grand final here a few years back.
Vitale is going on now.
Won it cleanly.
Marakovic has deserved his 4 minutes to be a place to stay on the field.
He's waited all
Thomas Stanley was probably winning that battle with Amadi Holloway, so good to change it up. Roy O'Donovan will pose a different problem to Newcastle Jets defence.
The time taken for the penalty.
Sometimes you see these youngsters fade in their first game, and now it's about
muted as they
their
were.
life. He's confident he can see up to 90.
There's the handball bouncing off De Beer, bouncing off Burgess. That's what Wellington's complaints are all about.
Neville. Somehow the ball stayed in through all that.
He's talking his way out of it now. Horse and all.
Another opportunity. Chance to throw in the attacking third game.
A little tip off here.
Trying to pace on the ball.
Change play now for it.
2 minutes later.
Happy to reset Newcastle as we enter that final 15 minutes. Where there are so many game-changing goals in the A-League.
Time playing the ball carrier. Burgess is moved first.
Yes, the Jets need to just be careful they don't sit too deep and block Brisbane on them. Keep that structure higher up the field.
Allowed to go. Unfortunately for Western United, it's not able to get to a
Newcastle fans.
board at the moment.
Great story on Fox Sports.
Quick that Tressy
You can watch online as well. Jamie Young went to Nepal in the off-season. Just took a touch of the Sydney FC player and charity work to scramble and dribble.
Which no doubt they will
Footballer of the world around him. Great guy. Check it out on foxsports.com.au.
Cry. We want 4 goes up. Wellington fans.
A wide receiver.
They've had a really good day out there in
Newcastle. Inman wasn't
Tony
sure about whether he was going to take the throw or not. Now Powell. It's a time to look around for Bruce.
Just little mission being shown here by the Phoenix. Shot
in frustration.
This is the move
from Powell.
So he's looking to put the cherry on top.
Really was after the nutmeg on Mills.
He's had a very good second half.
They've hooped up there.
But better to do there.
A hopeful header, and his place has been buzzed by the teammate. It's a credit to Sydney FC. That's his ball. He's joined out.
To just control these doing a change as well.
He needed to do it, but Wade is straight to hand in there.
He's playing up for this, and that's a team to hang around for as well for these fans. Enough to be in the house. Sydney FC against the Mariners. All holding up. Marakovic. Hudson Wong is lane for ran into a roadblock again. It's
scoring over the course of his three and almost 8 minutes.
Confident. The centre is just chopped in.
For Steve's Taylor side.
Yeah, a couple of shaky moments in the first half early, but Langlois has really settled into the game.
Ahead of the goalkeeper, Jonathan.
Good job in the front of the back too.
And Wellington do have 4. A quite bizarre goal. Hooper's injured himself in the process. Philip Curto came hurtling out, couldn't reach the ball, and Gary Hooper converts for just his second goal in Phoenix colours. An extraordinary finish by the Englishman.
Go right instead to Miller.
Well, it's brave, firstly. It's an incredible header, secondly. And any questions on Curto? He's made a challenge at the ball. Aspo makes a challenge too, but ends up in the net along with the ball.
Something again.
Well, Fournier.
Only just
That's amazing work.
Top of Stanley, a great read. Helping out his
Hasn't he put on a show this evening? Here he is, surging into the area. Milos Nikovic goes down. Delbridge won the ball that time. And
Well tonight for Jackson and Thomas Stanley.
same two combatants.
Started off well a few weeks into that first show. The last couple of games,
The margin of victory does.
floodgates opened. Be easy to make changes.
Happy day out has just got a whole lot better.
Back to their best
We're going to have another VAR intervention later on.
Well, that can only be on the keeper, I'd say. It was a side. Incredible heading technique. To get that power from that range. Is he offside?
That's the other question.
Hand on multiple.
Is that Spo?
I reckon his right heel might be slightly in the way of that line. Where's
The fires falling early in the season with these two
technology?
clubs.
Surely they'll be applying
Oh,
that.
off the head of Gillespie. Ferguson's 1-1. Oh, he fires it straight into Jamie Young, who was a sitting duck. In goal, but somehow keeps his team in it. Oh, the flick from Jugovic wasn't far away.
This week's
Team opening up now.
from Nikolai Muller.
Fergate should really have maybe killed off this game.
There was a wonderful opportunity.
4-4-2. Formation defensively.
Check goes on. It is going to be free kick for Leicester United today. Goal is rubbed out, which is rather unfortunate.
He's going to just take the touch around and slot it into an empty net.
It looks on the replay as though it's a correct decision.
Super ball from Miller. Left foot this time with great energy. Deserved a better return ball.
The 7th minute going to be with raw stoppage time.
You will see the mistake of the Brisbane defence. You see Angus Sergate, no one near him. As you said, Speedy,
Impressive performance.
Young's in no man's land.
VAR, we could be here all week.
Takes another little touch and then knocks it past Young.
Over the course of the summer.
Not much Young can do about it, and he's just rolling it into an empty net. That would have killed off the game, you'd think, with 10 minutes to go.
The second A-League appearance for Van der Sar, who went head-to-head with Mbappe in that pre-season.
But you're a coach now and you're a part of this Jets staff. What do you do with a young man now on video review in this situation?
Potentially Hooper's in position.
I think he just he's got no one behind him. You see Jamie Young's committed. He's lost in no man's land, 14, 15 yards out from goal. Just take a smaller touch to really
Forward by
bring Young to you, and then you nick it past him.
So is it purely done on video, or do you give them a few run-throughs during the week?
As you say, he might not have thought he has much time. So
it's a really good win for Wellington Phoenix. Revenge for their round 1 loss. And a 7th match
and the goalkeeper's support out there where he was.
Their 4th ever win.
So very looking to string some wins together. We'll see what it does. You mentioned they got
Wellington Phoenix 3
in hand on other teams in that section. They can rise off the bottom a couple of spots here. Hopefully back it up.
Intervention.
Away to the victory on Jan 5.
Victory might have
It'll be
been
a special game for Merry.
even bigger for the Phoenix.
Playing prone as Brisbane continue. Is it a head injury or something else?
Not too sure.
Referee not seeing a reason to stop play. And now he's instructed to. He doesn't need to put it out of play. It's a youthful left side where he stops playing now. And it is a head concern. He copped a ball in the face a couple of weeks ago and had to have 4 teeth repaired by the dentist. They were all chipped after getting a ball in the face like we saw from Sergei a moment ago.
I remember the ball in the face. Didn't know about the teeth, but just looked like a head on the shoulder. Was it
At the moment,
or elbow?
Melbourne City got 10 men.
Right elbow here of Powell might have just caught him. Adrian Luna asking for a yellow card. Kurt Hans obliges.
Did he ask him?
This is going to all around out of Jason Hoffman. So now it's time for the speed factor for Melbourne City. Lockie Wales is going to come on. At the next stop situation, the doctor can say with Anderson. Miller was to keep his hands out. He thought he was in the box, did he? Shank at the end of it all. The paranoia of the VAR era.
certainly changed things.
Was a drop off to halfway for stretch by Nazarene? Or was that attack combining all the way through for Cabrera?
They need to chase things up, open themselves up, expose themselves.
No, out for a goal kick. That ball was on, but it's going to go harmlessly through from O'Shea.
Chance when they go out wide. Cabrera trying to spectacular. It wasn't a bad effort. Back to him.
Chance. Remember,
hits it on the
round one in Perth, where things were looking up for Brisbane, weren't they, when they snatched that point on the road against the winners of last season's Premier's Plate. The 95th minute that equaliser came and a 1-1 draw. Expert Mark Bosnich right in between. Sergei trying to stay outside. Miller weaving his way. Still going, Matt Miller. Decent ball in, but no position was Neville. Sarah's running out of room. He's been trying to go the other way in a hurry. There was nothing for Inman to go to. On the right side. Now the strikers make their runs. Jackson peeled off. Pereira taken for a flight on Moss, forcing that clearance out of play. Work rate of O'Donovan. Nazarene to Luna, who's looking for Wales. There's three subs combining on this occasion. Wales taking on King. Donovan presents here first time. Rolling it on for O'Neill. Oh, big chance for Inman. What about the defending from Matt Miller? Tracking that run. Newcastle see it clear. That was a close run thing for the Jets. Tracking. Goalkeeper was a long way out of goal. That's why the fans
lovely play down that right-hand side. Donovan laying it off, and Inman for all money looked across the front of Matt Miller there, but he did well to get a foot in and snuff out the danger.
Fans want to see it. Not sure they're going to. Haradovic. A little turn away. Now O'Neill, been one of Brisbane's best. Oh, the turn! What an equaliser! Brad Inman with something special. It is 1-1 in Newcastle, and we haven't seen many better strikes than that all season. Brad Inman take a bow with 3 to go.
Well, we spoke earlier in the game about shots around the edge of the box and low percentage. As that ball comes in, there's only one thing on Brad Inman's mind. His first touch with his left foot takes it away from the defender. He swivels and he strikes that off the crossbar. There was only one thing in his mind as he received that ball, was touch and finish. And didn't he just? Smashes it in at the underside of the bar. Nothing Moss could do about it.
And now Sydney FC, massive relief as well. His first A-League goal.
Quite extraordinary.
And can that get him on a roll? There's still time for either team to win it. Newcastle held that lead for so long, but it's gone. And there will be a decent chunk of stoppage time, you'd imagine. As well, late drama in the A-League again.
Simple ball and he's allowed to turn. Comes inside.
Newcastle now will commit a few more men forward. Miller driving into the area. Matt Miller. Oh, nearly an own goal. And it goes wide off Hingett. Corner conceded.
Is it when you've got quality like
well,
this?
he knew what he was doing there. But for a second from our angle, it looked like it was going to go into the net. And this game's come alive.
And they'll take it. It is a super finish. Eric Mabbe, the
attempted
Petrasos. Crowd right into it now. Jackson
in the middle.
had a chance.
Releases Barbarossa.
Not the better of Gillespie. Couldn't get the power or direction. A goal to celebrate. His 5th in Sky Blue, and he does it against Melbourne City, the former victory man, of course. City looking to
Now
hit
it's
back.
a case of the two teams. Are they happy with the point? Do they go chasing that goal and maybe expose themselves at the other end? The way the Jets are pressing now, it looks like Dimi Petratos in particular is keen. And his pressure forces a corner. It's fantastic. He's not going to settle for a point.
How often do you see it? A corner needlessly conceded there. Sloppy from Bowles, the assistant. Good luck turning that one down with those hands in that far corner. They had a good angle on it. Young touches clear. All alone on the edge of the area. Thurgate. Great discipline with the ball back in. Oh, Jamie Young! What a save! He looked wrong-footed. The Jets looked like getting a late winner. Somehow he flung the left hand out and kept it out after getting back to his feet seconds before it.
See the way they played this game. Luke Bradley.
What a save. Seconds before, he's on the ground, looked like he was injured, got up.
No A-League.
It's a wonderful ball in, and Kantarowski gets up, and he must have thought he'd scored the winner.
This would be some way.
Jamie Young, at full stretch. Fantastic save.
Orica getting another change ready, and it's an A-League debut coming up. Another stoppage. Young Patrick Flopman, 4th official. Have the board ready to tell everyone how long. It's only 3 minutes, which feels like unders. We'll be adding to it now. Holding off on that change for now. It's one thing Ali Reza Fagani needs to work on his timekeeping.
Another bugbear of yours. You see the first instance as the ball comes in. Jamie Young does well, gets up. He copped one in the face there. You see, he sees the danger, up he gets. And that is world-class save.
Where? Atkinson coming inside. He was thinking, if I stay down here, the ref won't let play continue. Then he saw play had continued, and he thought, I better get back to my feet, make the miracle save, and then I'll get my treatment later.
Yeah, just got enough energy to get this one save out.
But I thought the real chance for the best cross was when Atkinson was released in a first-time ball. Whipped in.
Thumbs up from the physio, which is good.
24-hour dentist around here.
All these Sydney players.
Hoffman and Young need to make an appointment.
Stays the same.
Maybe they'll be in there together.
He's opened up a 2-goal buffer at the top of the Golden Boot race. After scoring Sydney FC's first, missed the penalty. Remember, this save was made in the 90th minute. Still leaves a hero with his team in front. Minute and a half, going on 2 minutes. Should be added to the 3 initially. That's where he caught the blow for 11 games.
Teammate, wasn't it? Ran into the back of his head, chin on the back of the head's never nice. Could watch that again and again. It's a great save.
In by Najari. McLaren on the move. Wilkinson backs off. This was works out as Caceres. You'd say we can make a concussion replacement substitute because you've already made 3 changes. In the cricket world, Steve Smith pulled out Marnus Labuschagne in at Lords during the Ashes. You can't make that change now, can you? And look what it's done to the live ladder. Newcastle now back on the bottom. And neither team picking up that 3-point surge thereafter. Get above the Mariners.
It's not a result that either team would want.
Into the punch of that corner after the sensational save. Centre of gravity. And the knee turn again on the edge of the area, back in by Katrumbas. Now there might be a counter on. And Maracevic who played his part in the goal. Lovely pass. The weight on it perfect for O'Donovan. Brisbane springing from one end to the other after defending that court. Here they go. Oh, Moss keeping it out at his near post.
Well, he's got a point to prove. Roy O'Donovan hasn't. Almost a full length of the field. Cut inside Katrumbas and forced Moss with a great save at the near stick.
That's what it means on the live ladder. Look at that goal difference as well, plus 15. I mean, so many passes over hit tonight. Maracevic just played the right pass. Double figures in that category. Almost with the backspin element. 9-point edge, unless City can snatch something at the death here. How much stoppage time will there be for them? Stephen Lucas has the board, about to tell everyone Brisbane's corner dealt with by the first man, which is always a disappointment. Muratovic trying to roll past, earns another set piece for Brisbane. Hoping for a better delivery this time. We've seen him throughout his young career. Gillespie up bowls and Neville at the top corner with three centre halves. He's out there on the left wing and he didn't look too comfortable when it came to the crunch. Shea picked one of them out. Good looking shape about it, and it was a chance. It's out off the Jets for one more corner.
They can't take too much credit. It's never two.
Gillespie trying to get on the end of things.
3 or 4. And can Melbourne City. Sydney are very, very deep. Last 2 attacks, they've had no one up front.
Probably another minute to go by King. Chopped down at the end of it all as another outswinger going out to Jackson, confident he was going to be able to head clear. Kept alive by O'Neill. Inman from almost the same blade of grass. 19 years of age. Donovan works at clear problems of O'Shea. Run of games. Got Fitzgerald on the deck. Turning him inside out. Oh, the header was there. Daniel Bowles couldn't flash it in after brilliant work. Real wizardry from Jay O'Shea. That is since the Moscow's long. Red card. Hingett, who was the deepest line outfield player for Brisbane, 14 shots with the emphatic header in favour of Melbourne. Miller took it off all them out. Brad Inman. 2-0. Sydney FC winning that period. Gillespie back in position. At the referee's discretion now. The interesting glance at the watch from Ali Reza Fagani. Big chance here. Burgate and Young, the hero again. That's way to the pass from lane one. Just overhit by a fraction.
That Stafford was nearly even possession. That shouldn't happen when you're 11 against 10.
How much longer do we go on?
Challenge for a title.
Petrumbis left it a little short of lane one. This week. Muratovic foul. Anyone would beat us. It's going to be scary when we put a 9. The battles together. Many would be agreeing with him. Still time for City though. Midway through stoppage time. Atkinson could have gone down. He did eventually. Referee says, I'll play the advantage. Maybe the free kick was the advantage. Luna though to Najareen across the face, and Redmayne prevents the corner again.
That's it. When Redmayne's form outstanding this season, when you get past everyone else, you still got to get past him. Worked this nicely here. Najareen, Luna, the return ball, somehow got it and fired it towards that near post. But Sydney not offering any resistance to these kind of balls. Very, very deep. No one at all up front. I just think it's worth keeping one up there just to keep them honest.
Battening down the hatches, trying to preserve that 2-1 lead. King is going to send it only as far as Griffiths. Galloway, all pretty narrow here for City. Good. Look how advanced he is. Galloway to deliver. Back heel off Caceres, concedes the corner. So they continue to work the short corners, even at this stage of the game. For Sydney FC dramas, Tom Glover is up.
He's a big unit, by the way. And Sydney, having sat so deep for the last 3 minutes.
Well, the extra man count here. Here's Glover tracking it down in the opposition penalty area. How are the skills? Back to his feet, sharpish. Oh, and risking a card the way he dived in there on Bratton, who played it out off the goalkeeper, and job done, it appears.
Tried to drop his shoulder there. Bratton, outstanding.
Minimum amount of stoppage time is up. Listen to the noise around Cogra. On Kurt Ams. Checks his watch. Look at the celebration from Steve Corica. He knows this is massive. Sydney FC go 9 points clear at the top of the A-League ladder. It is a win full of substance and character. A team huddle, you don't see that too often. They batten down the hatches, the 10 men, after Ryan Grant was shown a straight red card. They trailed 1-0 at the time. They win it 2-1. Their 9th win of the campaign. What a performance from Sydney FC. Full time at Cogra. And it's Sydney FC 2, Melbourne City 1. Huge results. Let's get some reaction now. The match winner is with Adam.
Costa Barbarouses, way to make yourself a hero with that mob behind there. They like you already. I think they love you right now. That goal, talk us through it and how special did it feel? You scored some big goals across the league over your time.
Yeah, it's a big goal, no question. I have to, applaud everyone at the club, for the effort today because, with that early setback, and that's where we need to stand up. I think that's where you need to show you have the championship qualities, and we showed that tonight. And obviously, there's still a long way to go, but I think that's a big result and gives us a lot of confidence.
Yeah, 5 goals in Melbourne derbies, and this one's a good one as well. You've been in some very, very good football environments. Brisbane Roar, Ange Postecoglou, Melbourne Victory, when they were winning things. Is there anything that sets this place apart, or is it along similar lines to what those places had?
They all have little differences. I think the main thing is the respect everyone has for each other. I think that's a big thing. We all, have a laugh when it's time to, but then when it's time to work, we all respect each other in that department, and when it's time to work, we really work. So we all follow Bimby's orders. He's a very calm sort of person, and you have to respect the coach to be successful, and I think everyone's buying into it.
Well, congratulations. Great goal. Great win.
Thanks, Hart.
Over to Roston Griffiths, the flip side of the emotions right now. Roston, what is holding this side back? I mean, Melbourne Derby coming off a great win over Newcastle. Going to that one, doesn't quite work out. Against 10 men here, I mean, they're a good side, but it doesn't quite work out again. What is holding Melbourne City back at the moment?
I think the coach touched on it last week, a little bit of the mentality of the club at the moment. Sydney FC and Melbourne Victory, when it comes to big games, they know how to win, they know how to turn up. They're the 2 teams that you don't want to play in the final series, and the 2 teams that you don't want to play throughout the league. And if we want to be at that level, well, that's the sort of the people need to think of us in that sense. And at the moment, we're this close. We're so close from being a top side. We're playing nice football. We've got good tactics. We know what we're doing, but for some reason our mentality is not probably where it needs to be. And fair play to Sydney tonight, because against 10 men it was probably more difficult than against 11.
With Costa, I mentioned the environments he's been in the A-League, which were very, very good. You were with Graham Arnold at Central Coast when it was very, very good. So you know what it takes, that extra little bit that needs to come out. Can you actually pinpoint